If you're currently sitting on a loss or on a unrealized loss to be more specific on AMC stock, I have good news for you guys. You might want to stick till the end of this video because I'm going to share with you three other stocks you can buy and that are very cheap, a high growth, potentially that can offset the loss that you're currently sitting on with AMC stock because, this is a sector which is hot, very, very hot. So guys, let's dive into it. So there is no doubt that we are on a path of economic recovery. With the vaccines being more and more people being vaccinated, more and more vaccination camps being set up into different counties all across the U.S. and even other countries in the world. As we are getting into warmer temperatures, warmer season with the summer coming up, and also less and less people being hospitalized with COVID-19. So we are definitely, on the right path to economic recovery. And, people have been sitting into homes, into their house without the ability to do exactly whatever they want to do in terms of, recreation, flying out, traveling and everything. So the oil sector is definitely something that I would consider into putting my money as of now, because this is one of the sectors that have been very decimated and highly impacted by this whole COVID-19 stuff. Because if people can travel, if people can drive, if people can fly, if people can, do whatever they want to do, basically, especially here in the US, they need either the car in or an airplane, to fly. And all of those are assets that are using fuel, oil, and gas. So that's why the oil and gas sector was very, very impacted. So as we do recover, as we are heading out towards, the economic recovery, definitely including or investing into, high growth quality stocks into the sector is not a bad idea. So the first stock that I have on my list for you guys is Centennial Resource Development Inc., ticker CDEV. So basically trading at 331 today, but if we look at where it was trading at January 3rd, 2020, so a year ago, before this whole thing started, it was 479. So basically, this is an upside potential or potential gain of 30% minimum. And this thing, given the fact that people will go out and fly, travel, and everything, this has the potential to even go beyond the 502 mark, which will give you another potential upside of 60% in total. So this is something that is definitely in my portfolio as of now. So I do own 4,000 shares of these. This is a company which is kind of a small cap company within the oil and gas sector. As we can see on the 6 months chart, it's been doing pretty awesome since the end of last year, particularly September and October, November. It was kind of steady, but once the vaccine started being developed, vaccine started being approved, it's been picking up to slowly and rapidly, mostly rapidly, making its way back to pretty much 331, which is a huge 300% gain since then. So again, guys, a very smart, interesting play here on the specific stock. The next one I have is ticker CPE, Callon Petroleum Company. This is a Houston, Texas-based company, also a small mid-cap company into the oil and gas sector. Pretty well-managed company. Currently trading at 1664 as of close of trading day last Friday. So we can see on the chart where it was trading, 5 days ago, pretty decent growth there, and then the 1 month kind of steady, and then 6 months, same thing with Centennial, pretty growth, and then January 2020, it was trading at 48.30. So this gives a potential upside gains of 65%. This is huge, guys. This is huge. This is also a stock that I own in my portfolio as of now. I currently own a couple of thousand shares of this company since I've been sitting on these for almost a year now. So it's also a very interesting opportunity, to offset the losses that you might be sitting on AMC stock. And finally, Devon Energy. So Devon Energy, ticker DVN, also a small cap company within the oil and gas sector. So Devon Company is currently trading at 1790 as of last Friday, closing the red compared to the others, but I wouldn't worry about this. If we look at the 1 year, it was sitting at what? on January 2020, it was sitting at 26.10. So this also gives you potential 45% upside, given the fact that we are getting back to the recovery, and oil is what is really, it's making the engine of the US economy and the world economy, drive and move. For the record, I also own this stock. I also own stock of this company on my portfolio as of now. For a couple of months now, I've been owning Devon Energy, and it's been making huge gains, and I think it will continue to make even more gains as we get into the recovery path. So finally, this is a bonus guy. It's not really a stock, it's an ETF. So an ETF is what we call an exchange traded fund. So it's like a mutual fund, which most of the people have into their 401k or IRAs. So it is really built or set up as a mutual fund, but it doesn't trade as a mutual fund. It does trade as a stock. So you can buy it, you can sell it. The price does move every single day, which is not the case with the mutual fund, where the price is basically set up at the end of the closing day. So this ETF is United States Oil Fund. So basically it's an ETF that will track the performance of the US oil. You have to know that we have two benchmarks set for the prices of oil on the stock market worldwide. We have the US oil, and then we have the Brent, which is the UK oil trading at the UK stock exchange. So the US oil fund, the USO ETF here, will track all the futures contract on the oil for the US. So if we look at where it was trading prior to the whole COVID started, January 3rd, 2020, basically 105.44. That's huge, guys. Basically, it was trading above 100. And right now, it's trading at 38.19. So this gives you potential upside gains of more than 65%, even 70%. So yeah, between 65 and 70. So this is huge. This is huge. This is not something that will happen overnight. This again will kind of grow as much as we are getting towards, a sense of economic recovery. So more people getting out, more people driving, more people traveling, more people flying out, more people getting vaccinated, more people, getting into theaters and everything. So this will definitely give you a pretty good offset as week after week, if we are heading towards the right direction into fighting this COVID and putting it behind us. It will give you weekly and monthly gains. So keep in mind that the stock will not keep climbing, even though it pulls back, here and there. Overall, when you look at the chart, it will still be on a bullish trend as it is now. So I really see the oil sector to be one of the best sectors to win this year, because it was simply the one highly impacted by this whole pandemic. So as we are heading into the recovery, this is something that will definitely give people who invested in it, a very good reward in terms of gains. So that's it, guys. Everything I had prepared for you. Let me know in the comment section which one you think will be cheap or more affordable, depending on your capital or buying power. All right, guys.